Good morning, friends. I'm here today to present the book summary of a great book called Bomber Mafia, written by the distinguished writer Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell, as you know, has written classic bestsellers like The Tipping Point, Blink, Outliers, What the Dog Saw, David and Goliath, and Talking to Strangers. Malcolm's latest book is titled as The Bomber Mafia. Malcolm was born in England, grew up in Canada, and is now living in New York. Malcolm worked with Washington Post and with New Yorker magazines as a journalist before he took up writing as his primary vocation. Now, let us get into the book summary. In this video, I am dealing with chapters 1, 2, and 3. The book has 9 long chapters. Bomber Mafia is not typically about war, though it tells the story of two air commanding officers. It is the story of the darkest night of the Second World War. The fierce war that took place between German forces and the Allied forces demolished hundreds of cities, killed thousands of people, and destroyed the economies of many countries. Before writing this book, Gladwell did considerable research and study. He scrutinized thousands of pages of documentation on the details of the Second World War. Malcolm reiterated that the air forces of the countries played pivotal roles and shaped victories for the Allied forces. The air commanding pilots had clear targets in mind of the enemy countries to destroy them. Often, the haphazard bombing from the air did not give the desired results. At last, one man changed the course of the World War II. His name was Carl Norden of the US Air Command. What did Carl Norden do? He invented a device that could identify and urge the bombardiers to release the bombs from the aircrafts to hit the targets accurately. He named this device as bomb sight. This bomb sight device changed the way in which the war was fought and won. The Air Corps Tactical School, which is commonly known as the Tactical School of Alabama, developed and groomed many valiant air commanders of our country. The group of pilots of the school firmly believed that for a country to win the war, a well-trained and organized air force was necessary. This bold and rebellious group called themselves as Mafia, a bomber mafia. In 1930, the aircrafts were smaller in size. They were easily maneuverable. But over the years, the aircrafts became larger and more modern. Besides, these bigger aircrafts were fitted with powerful engines. So, these aircrafts were able to fly to far off distances with faster speeds and at greater heights. All these aircrafts were fitted with bomb sight devices to control and guide for accurate bombing. While flying, the pilots could notice the variables on the grounds and were able to easily alter the settings of the bomb sight devices. With the result, accurate bombing was an easy task. The bomber mafia always preferred daylight bombing in order to choose the targets. Conventional bombing wisdom stated that for bombing the aircrafts needed to fly as close to the target as possible. But with bomb sight device on board, the aircrafts could fly as high as 30,000 feet above and still bombing could be accurate. The bomber mafia had a strong conviction that they were born with a clear will to rule the world with the use of air power at their command. The proof of their conviction was brought to light very soon. One of the members of the bomber mafia was asked to face the tough and strong-willed, all-powerful England Prime Minister Winston Churchill to clarify about the bombing on the enemy country. Though Churchill was a war veteran himself, he was advised by the English air commanding officers the bombing done in the night could alone destroy the enemy. So, during a secret meeting at Casablanca with the American President Franklin Roosevelt, Churchill stated that air bombing by the American forces should be discontinued during the daytime. Instead, Churchill suggested that England and American air forces should do the bombing at night together. Before commenting on this idea, President Roosevelt wanted to consult his air commanding officers back home. American officers explained to the President that bombing during the foggy nights would not bring in the required results. On hearing this, the President desired that one of the American officers could meet the England Prime Minister and explain their side of the concept. The task was given to the indomitable air commanding officer Ira Eaker. Accordingly, Eaker prepared a one-page note, and when he met the Prime Minister, politely handed over the note to him. Churchill read the note, and when he completed reading it, he had a smile on his face. He told Eaker that he would withdraw his objection that American forces should discontinue the daytime bombing. What had been written by Ira Eaker on that note that pleased Churchill? The note stated as under: if the Royal Air Forces of England did the bombing at night, and if the American Air Forces did bombing during daytime, then that would be bombing round the clock on the enemy country. That would give the devils no rest, Eaker had suggested. Rest of the bomber mafia stories would be in my next video. Please give a thumbs up and like this video. Please share this video with at least 5 of your friends who is interested to know more about the world history. Many good things yet to come. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and encourage my efforts. I will see you soon with another video. Thank you. Bye bye.